Hey, what's up guys, it's Marv and welcome back to another Asphalt 9 video. Today I have some gameplay from the Legendary Master Series 2 and it's been a really fun series. So obviously very high ranked Jescos, Chirons, Regeras, and Remax. It's been a blast to play with, and hopefully you guys have had some fun with this series because I certainly have. And like I said, I'm really, enjoying these sort of series where it's not the World Series, but it's these kind of off series where Game Off just gives us different cars, and sometimes they're max, and sometimes we have unlimited fuel. I've really been enjoying them. I wish the rewards were a bit better, if I'm being honest, but I think these series are more for fun rather than anything. So yeah, oh well, but again, they're more fun than anything else, and I kind of appreciate that. So a couple of these races that I have for you guys are kind of close, but other times it's not really that close, again, because there's no really skill groups in this series. Everyone is in the same skill group, so some people who have never driven these cars before are going to be matched against pros, so that's just kind of how it is. But nonetheless, it's been fun, and I really like these series because it gives players a chance to practice with these very high ranked cars in case they haven't done that before, and especially just also people who have these cars maybe only 1 or 2 stars, and they're not going to get an opportunity very soon to get more blueprints for these cars, just to experience what they truly can do, which is nice. And yeah, so overall the series has been pretty fun so far. The Jesco is just such a fun car to drive, especially on a track like the Himalayas, and even on the Caribbean, because the handling is so good. It's actually pretty fun, even on those twisty tracks. However, I will have to say, after being able to play with the Remac at such a high rank, I do have to say I'm still a bit disappointed in its performance, but it's definitely not like super underpowered or anything like that. One thing I do want to mention though is just how mediocre the Regera has been in this event. I kind of wish that it gets a buff soon, maybe in the acceleration department. It just hasn't been as good as like the Chiron and the Jesco, which is obvious, like it doesn't have the rank, but I just think maybe it's a bit too underpowered, but maybe I'm biased because I love the Regera. But yeah, so I do want to talk about a couple other things in this video related to the Porsche series. Now, if you haven't heard the big news, everyone pretty much got the 718 GT4 from the packs, which was really funny. I was not expecting it. When I logged on and got the key, I figured I just got really lucky, but then I started seeing everyone else get the key as well, and apparently it was confirmed to be a bug on the on GameLoft side. Now they are aware of it, and it's not going to happen for the next Grand Prix, unfortunately. But nonetheless, it was still kind of funny to see, and as far as I know, if you claimed it and you got it, you should be able to keep it. I don't think Game Off would do something like that where they take away the car. Of course it is from a bug, but I really don't think Game Off is going to do that. So, I mean, everyone basically got a free 718 Cayman GT4. So besides that, though, in terms of the Carrera GT event, I'm only at 10 blueprints. I'm really not trying to go for the Carrera GT. I mean, I'm really nostalgic about this car, especially from games such as Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2010. However, the way that the event is just run, at this point, like, there's no chance of me getting the car anyway. And it is really disappointing to see Game Off go this route with the special event cars. I am really disappointed that it's not like the older events where you do get guaranteed blueprints and there are packs for the featured car. And yeah, I get how making players unlock a bunch of other cars beforehand, or at least during the event, might give them a lot of money, but in my experience, a lot of people are just giving up on the event because they don't want to spend a bunch of tokens to get other cars, and then at that point not even get guaranteed blueprints. So I'm kind of in that boat where if there aren't any guaranteed blueprints and I can't spend tokens to get blueprints or packs for the featured car, like, honestly, I don't see the point in trying to grind out a by chance event. So I'm not going for the Carrera GT, which is unfortunate because in one of the daily races, you could actually race it at max, and it was a really fun car to drive, and I love the look of the Carrera GT. Of course, it's like, I guess, a classic at this point, but again, I don't think a lot of players are going to get this car simply because of the absurd amount of requirements, not only for the cars, but also just the fact that you aren't even guaranteed blueprints. Now, if you do unlock the car, you get packs, which I just straight up don't understand. Like, if GameLoft gives us the packs, I would buy them, which again, of course, with tokens, I'm not gonna, pay for it because I want to try and stay, free. But at the same time, it's just, I don't know, it doesn't make sense to me, because I feel like if they went with the more traditional special event, more people are going to get the car, more people are going to want to spend tokens, because right now, a lot of people are just, they have a bunch of saved up tokens, and like we have nothing to spend it on, which is actually kind of an ironic situation if you think about it. Like, how in the world are we in a Gameloft game in 2020? How do we have too much premium currency? Like, it doesn't make sense, but that's the way they're doing things, and it is a bit disappointing because, like I said, I would have really loved the Carrera GT. So besides that, I just want to give you guys a bit of an update on just like my situation in general. My phone has been acting kind of weird lately. It's been randomly restarting. My battery has had a couple issues, so that's why I haven't seen an upload recently, so I really apologize for that. I am planning, and this isn't guaranteed, but I'm really hoping that I will be able to get the new iPhone this year, and hopefully that will have 60 FPS in Asphalt 9. So yeah, and the other thing I wanted to talk about is Mac OS. So if you didn't know, they just added 60 FPS to the Mac OS version, which is awesome. I don't know if it's for all Mac computers, but at least for my 16-inch MacBook Pro, it is available. However, there's a huge caveat right now. There is a massive bug if you're playing with a controller. The controls sometimes just straight up fail to respond, or they are extremely laggy. It does make the game completely unplayable, which is very disappointing. However, Gameloft does know of this bug. Like, I've even talked to a developer about this bug. They're trying to get it fixed ASAP. Hopefully there's even a fix, as I'm speaking. But right now I don't think there is. But it is nice to see that they actually listened and they gave us 60 FPS, and I would have to say it was rather soon. Asphalt, the official YouTube channel, even commented on my last video about that, which is really, really neat. And I'm really looking forward to making 60 FPS content. Now, unfortunately, because I have to use a controller, it won't be my best races, because I think I'm best when I'm using the accelerometer on my phone. But for casual Asphalt 9 videos, I will try to make them 60 FPS just because it's nicer to look at. I mean, the entire experience of Asphalt and racing games in general is just way better at higher frame rates, just like much of anything else in terms of gaming. But yeah, so hopefully 60 FPS, without awful bugs, is on its way soon, and I will be happy to make some 60 FPS content in Asphalt 9 finally. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments down below, what do you think of the current Porsche season and the also Legendary Master Series. So, yeah, thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will catch you guys later.